Welcome to tonight's broadcast between the Harlan Community Cyclones and the Atlantic Trojans. I'm Brian Martin. Next to me is Shane Conrad, and on the camera is Jonathan North. And we are live here at Merrill Field, Shane, for what could be playoff pending game, and a playoff pending whether this is the last home game for Harlan or not. But nonetheless, it's senior night here, and this wasn't planned to be a big game, Shane, but big playoff implications for the Harlan Cyclones coming into this.
Yeah, they're dropping a tough game against Nevada, coming in and trying to bounce back, get some momentum with hopefully end the season with 2 wins and get a wild card playoff berth. The Cyclone team looks fired up.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Harlan coming off a tough loss to Nevada, and Shane, up there, we suffered a lot of injuries going forward, and tonight's game still a little banged up, but Harlan gets a big piece of that back with Joseph Rise coming back as he made an early exit from Nevada with a shoulder injury.
Yeah, the injuries are going to be key. You know, obviously having Franz and Cade out for the rest of the year, more than likely. We'll look for these Cyclones to bounce back and fill the gaps in a big way.
Yeah. As you look out there, Shane, there's 3 different people on crutches. So, Shane, here we are set to kick off as Elmer will drive it deep here to start the game. This will be returning inside the 5, and it's down past the 20.
Yeah.
So Harlan coming in, Shane, 4-3, Atlantic 3-4, and Shane, this is kind of a game that can go either way for the Cyclones.
Yeah, and you know, we saw it there. A big part of the defense is going to be Matthew Sorfenden, who flew down the field and made the opening tackle on the kickoff. That kid finds the ball no matter what.
Yeah, last week, Shane, I think it looked like he was the only one tackling because he was just the first one in every defensive play. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get back in the backfield, and this could be a run play from Atlantic, good for about 3.
Yeah, and we'll see. Right now, it looks like Atlantic's probably going to keep it on the ground, and Harlan had a tough test last week with Case and Stevenson for Nevada. That ground game was pretty strong as the game went on.
Well, he came into this game, Shane, last week's game, almost 1,000 yards rushing. It would have taken quite a bit to stop him, but nonetheless, Harlan did shut him down in the first half. Just had a little trouble in the second. Here we go. This will be a fullback dive. He'll move the pile a couple yards anyways for a 3rd down.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to leave 3rd and 1. So, dude, solid runs for these Trojans. Harlan looking, to firm up on this 3rd down and get a stop in the backfield.
As this Atlantic team's kind of a balanced team. They're both passing in and running, and this will be a jump on Harlan.
Yeah, Harlan getting a little excited and getting caught on a hard count.
And that'll be enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, it'll be an easy 5 yards for Atlantic, and this is where I think we'll start seeing the Harlan defense settle in.
And, I mean, that's kind of been their Achilles heel this year, Shane, is the penalties at the wrong time.
Yeah, and we saw it against Perry on homecoming. Perry with a 1st down on the first couple plays, but then Harlan just did not allow anything the rest of the game.
And they're not allowing anything on this run off to the far side there.
Yeah, he got 2. As I think that was Dante Hedrington for the Trojans on the carry.
So 2nd and 8 for the Trojans as they'll be in the I formation. They'll hand it off here to the near side, and he'll just fall forward. So I don't know if it's the weather, Shane, or not, but Atlantic has been all run since they took the field on their first offensive drive.
Yeah, I'm thinking they'll probably have to throw on this one.
3rd and 5.
But I'm guessing after, seeing what Case and Stevenson, again, a good running back, did to Harlan's defense in the second half, they want to test this run defense.
And this run defense is no joke. Injury bug just kind of happened to bite us in Nevada. And they're going to set to pass. Caden Anderson looking in the middle, and a good defensive play there from Harlan.
Yeah, Quinn Kester's playing good defense right there, getting a tip on the ball and hitting it away.
And that'll force a punt for Atlantic. So they got a free first down on a penalty. Harlan gets them off the field quick and on their second round of downs.
Yeah, and again, like you said, this run defense for Harlan has been outstanding all year. Very abnormal for allowing what they did against Nevada. So we will expect them to step it up, and now we'll see what this offense has to offer as they'll start at about the 23.
23. So still no Cade Sears, Shane, but last week we saw some bright spots between Eggers, Kaufman, and even Jackson Beaker came in there as the slot, and it was kind of like a little light there at the end.
Yeah, Eggers has definitely stepped up. We saw a little bit of Spencer Fink, too. He's been pretty solid. But, yeah, Joseph Rice has been huge.
So this will be Noah Schmidt right up the middle for about 4.
And, yeah, I believe Lucas Francis is out this week with a concussion. So
that is, and I think by rule, Shane, I don't know if that's just 1 or 2 games in high school when you get diagnosed with a concussion on how long you have to sit out.
I think it's just till you get through concussion protocol.
I'm not sure. It seems like every time is different, but Harlan, this will be a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he almost gets to the stick, Shane, about 3 yards short.
Yeah, good call right there by Arkfeld to keep that one. Saw the hole and got about 3-4 yards.
So 3rd and 3 for the Cyclones as their first offensive drive, Shane, just been all ground. This is where we usually like to see something out in the flat or kind of a screenplay from Harlan, but they're in the I formation. And this will be a run to Noah Schmidt off to the far side. He'll get the first down and more for the Cyclones.
Yeah, Noah Schmidt's, he was huge last week towards the end of the game. He broke a huge run, and I think he broke 3 or 4 tackles on a touchdown run at the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, big time run for him. And it was just one of those things, Shane. We started scoring late in Nevada and just too little too late, but Harlan did show a lot of drive there late in that game.
Again, quit is a word that's not in this Cyclone team's vocabulary.
Nope, as this will be a fullback dive right up the middle, and
looks like you got about 4. So the Cyclone offense out here just slowly chipping away at the yardage sticks and moving the ball down the field. As it looks like we'll see another dose of the I formation here.
2nd and 6, ball on the 40. As we have Rise here to the near side. And this will be Noah Schmidt again. And he'll almost get to the first down. About 2 yards short.
I was going to say they're going to mark him about 2 yards short. Good run from Schmitz, but he is up limping, and that is not a good sign.
No, I think he's just trying to jog something out. It's a cold night here, Shane, in Harlan, and kind of been rainy. I know the rain started before the game. That's more than likely why we're seeing the ground game go.
Yeah, and again, I'm comfortable seeing Harlan's ground game, but Noah hopping around quite a bit, that's concerning for me.
All right. So 3rd and 2, and Atlantic will...
Cyclone's going to get free 5 yards here and another first down as Schmidt's still just running in circles out there trying to run out whatever he's got going on.
as it's still kind of an aggressive limp there, Shane, as right now, like we said, 3 losses, Shane, a lot's got to happen for Harlan to really make a playoff run.
And we'll come back out in the I formation.
Ball on about the 44. And they'll go to Schmidt again, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
It might give him 1.
Still limping, but he's not coming off the field, Shane.
Yeah, again, Harlan pretty thin at the running back position, so you wonder if that doesn't play a little bit of a role in it. But probably see Harlan go to the air here soon.
As they are in the shotgun on this down, and he'll look to the air, and he'll find Eggers on a nice curl route there, short of the sticks.
As we'll see Arkfeld run the play in. And we'll go pistol with splits on both sides.
3rd and 5. So Arkfeld will look to the air, will be flushed out of the pocket. Just trying to get to the sticks. And it'll be close.
We'll see where they mark him. Harlan's not gotten a lot of favorable spots this year. And they're going to mark him short of the first down.
So 4th and 1. Like you said, Shane, we don't win a lot of those calls, but got to keep that streak going at least.
As Harlan's looking to go for it on this 4th and 1-ish. It's probably more like a half a yard.
As Noah Schmidt doesn't seem to be limping as hard, and this will be a quarterback keeper right up the middle. Get the old push there.
Looks like Arkfeld got it pretty easily. Not quite the tush push we're used to seeing with the Philadelphia Eagles, but Arkfeld just stands up and bullies his way through that line.
So fresh set of downs for Harlan, just going to be under 4 to go in the first quarter. As Shane, with this weather and everything, it's kind of just been a stalemate here in the first quarter. 3 run plays in a cloud of dust.
I don't know about the cloud of dust, but a lot of run plays.
3 run plays in a cloud of turf. This will be a run again, and Schmidt just bouncing off everybody.
Yeah, Schmidt's doing a good job of just fighting through the tackles. And, we've said it all year, these Cyclone backs do a good job of falling forward.
He's back to just kind of jogging off whatever stinger he has, Shane. It's lingering with him, and you did say it. It kind of worries him a little bit, as Harlan this year has definitely been bit by the injury bug, and we don't want to see any more injuries from here until the end of the season for sure.
Yeah, one of the things that's changed is Sorfenden's not back there as much, which he's a good running back, but it leaves him with more energy.
As this will be a pass to the far side, and it'll be complete to Eggers, and he'll be inside the 10.
Yeah, completely changing what I was saying about that running back, but that corner route has been just basically a lock for the Cyclones.
It worked in Perry, I think 3 times in the
Nevada,
yes, 3 times in a row, because it just kept getting called back.
Yeah, it was. It's a ball that Will throws. It's basically a guarantee.
So 1st and goal here, ball in the 8, and Harlan looking to go up early on Atlantic, and this will be a fullback dive. Pretty close to the end zone. I think he'll be at the 1.
Yeah, they're marking him down at the 1 as a 7-yard fullback dive. Never a bad thing.
No. And it's kind of it's a good thing when your fullback can average about 5 yards a carry. So 2nd and 1 here, Shane. Under 2 to go when this ball is snapped. Still 0-0. And Harlan looking for the end zone. And this will be Bendorf again, and I think they're going to mark him short.
As Atlantic has a player down.
As they'll take an injury timeout, we'll take a quick timeout here watching HLTV Channel 15.
And we will have a Cyclone touchdown. As it looks like Noah Schmitz took that one in on the bum leg and all.
So 1:18 to go here, Shane. Harlan up 6-0, and we'll have Nolan Schwery set to kick the PAT, put Harlan up 7-0. And this will be good from Nolan Schwery. So Harlan 7, the Atlantic Trojans nothing. Here with 1:18 to go here in the first quarter, Shane. Harlan's first drive results in 6. And that's exactly what you want to see coming into this big game.
Yeah, and I mean, slow, methodical drive, just little plays at a time, and then one big pass from Barkfeld to Eggers to set him up at the red zone.
Atlantic had something going there for a little bit before Harlan's defense just shut down that run game completely. We haven't seen Caden Anderson take any shots to the air for Atlantic, and now down 7, Shane, I have a feeling Harlan's going to kind of force that a little bit more.
Yeah, they had that one throw on 3rd and 5 that Quinn Kester's read perfectly and hit it away. And even on that play, I'm pretty sure the Cyclones were getting through to the quarterback. So
yeah,
you like seeing that for sure. So we'll see kind of a pooch kick here.
And he'll catch it on the run, and he'll just get tripped up there just past the 20. So try to shift directions on the field, Shane. Feet just wouldn't catch up with it.
Yeah, and now we'll see what this Atlantic offense has to offer. Like you said, they started a little something, but then this Cyclone defense settled in and got back to things as usual.
Yeah, and Harlan's defense, once they get in a groove early, kind of a bad thing. And here we go again, as this will be at the line and maybe even a loss of yards.
Yeah, it looks like they're marking him right back to the line of scrimmage. And again, this is what we're used to seeing out of this Cyclone defense.
So it was 57, John Scheckinger on the stop there. So another thing, Shane, with all these Cyclone injuries, you're going to be seeing some new numbers out there. A lot of kids have to kind of step up and fill some shoes, and they're doing that well.
Yeah, I will say there are some positions we're thin at, but defensively we've got a lot of kids that'll work.
And this is kind of a high snap. This will be a run to the far side. He cuts back inside and gets enough to move this first down. So it could have been a broken play. Atlantic turns it into a first down.
Yeah, Hedrickton with a little bit of shiftiness in that hole and gets the first, and that's going to build a little bit of momentum for these Trojans.
So as Atlantic set to the air, and this will be a high throw over his intended receiver, as he was lucky nobody from Harlan was expecting that one, because that could have been an interception there, as that play did not fool Harlan at all.
Yeah, as they went with a little bit of a screen pass, and there was not much room for anything there.
As we will have a shift of size at the end of the first quarter. You're watching HLTV Channel 15.
Local Cyclone coverage on HLTV Channel 15 is brought to you by Keast Auto Center in Harlan, Iowa. Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
United Bank of Iowa. The difference is here. Member FDIC.
Paulie Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan community athletics and events.
We're your station for Western Iowa sports. Cool Gold 105.3 FM, KNOD in Harlan, Iowa.
Family Service Community, SCSB.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment, including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
So 7-0 at the end of the first quarter, Shane, and we're ready to go for quarter number 2.
Yeah, and I don't know if I was quite expecting this low scoring of a first quarter, but the weather definitely has an impact on it.
Yeah, it looks like it's down, raining down again. So it's a windy, rainy type of ball game, cold. One of those games that you don't put it in the air for very long. So this will be a run play up the middle for Atlantic, and he'll get about 5.
So we'll see another 3rd and 5. And last time in this situation, the Trojans went to the air.
As Atlantic's really not been a passing school. You really look, they've only had, I do believe, 4 touchdowns, passing touchdowns.
Which they do have a little bit of height on the outside, so.
Well, Caden Anderson will pass, and he'll sail it over the head of his intended receiver in the middle of the field, as it looked like he was going to look towards the screen and just bombed it over the head of his intended receiver.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was looking at or anything. Quinn Kester's, again, on the good coverage there over the middle, and I believe Joseph Rice was short underneath, so not much room for him to fit that ball in there.
And for Atlantic, if Harlan can shut down your pass play and this run defense for Harlan, it's just so good, you're going to have a tough time moving the ball tonight, and this will be Brendan Eggers on the return. He's got some room, be past the 30, almost inside the 40.
Yeah, Braden had quite a bit of room there. Not sure where that last guy came from, but he had that outside lane shut down and couldn't quite get a blocker there in time.
So 1st and 10, Harlan's second offensive drive, first one here in the second quarter. And if it's anything like the first one, Shane, it's going to eat some time off the clock, and it's going to result in 6.
Yeah, I think that's what this offense is going to go for, is just working that clock down, as it's been effective.
As this will be Noah Schmidt, and he'll get about 4.
So 2nd down and 6, huge doses of Noah Schmitz right now. And I expect to continue seeing that as this offense is opening up holes big enough to move the ball 4 yards at a time. That's a 1st down and 3 plays every time.
Right. Like we said with the fullback dive, Shane, they're getting about 5 yards of play on that. So Harlan will typically just, if they're having success in the run game, they're gonna run it down your throat.
Yeah, and again, there's a fullback dive for about 4 again.
So 3rd and 1. Kind of looks like we're going back to the 90s here, Shane.
Harlan I formation, just power it down your throat.
Right. Weather's not the way Harlan wants it. That's fine. They have their own ways to adapt and overcome. And Harlan just going back to the roots of how they got 14 state championships. And this will be another run play, and he'll
get stopped in the backfield on this one. So 4th and 2.
It looks like the punting unit's coming out.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to send the punting unit.
So big defensive play for Atlantic. Stops Harlan's second drive. I think before kind of anybody wanted that to stop. But nonetheless, Harlan looking to punt it away. It's Nolan Schwery back to punt it for the Cyclones.
Yeah, he's taking over the punting duties from Franz.
And we got a flag on the play, but this is a nice punt down the field.
Yeah, I was hoping this was maybe offsides alignment on Atlantic.
As they threw that right as the ball was snapped.
So it's either going to be probably a legal formation or an offsides.
As it'll go against Harlan.
Yeah, that was a legal procedure. So Atlantic will decline it and just take the ball where it landed.
So 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Ball on the 25. As Atlantic forces Harlan's offense to punt. Let's see if they can kind of do anything with it this time. As he'll look to the air, send it downfield, and he'll underthrow his receiver. But he had about 3 Cyclones getting to him.
Yeah, I was going to say the receiver had a couple steps over the middle, but that pressure obviously going to force an errant throw from the Zayden Parker.
As this Harlan defense wants to get through the offensive line, they're so quick to get to that quarterback, and they let them know when they get back there every game. We see at least Harlan giving about 3 good shots to the quarterback.
Yeah, and we've seen it from the jump on week 1. This defense just gets through in a hurry.
And this will be a run play to the middle of the field, and he'll get about 1 yard. As they're going to give him 3 on that one, excuse me.
And I believe this will put the Cyclones in a pretty favorable position, as their pass defense has been all over these Trojans tonight.
Absolutely. Probably the best game we've seen this pass defense have. But, yeah, Atlantic can't get anything going in the air. Underthrowing, overthrowing. And this one kind of seems to be a broken play, and Harlan will get him in the backfield. As I'm not sure if you expected the running back to take that or he keep it, or...
It looked like that was kind of a read option, but like you said, it was a broken play, and Parker had to keep that himself, and there were 2 to 3 Cyclones there right away.
You can't have a broken play so close to the offensive line, especially with this Harlan defense. They'll get to you, and Atlantic has to punt, and this is a nice punt to about the 35. This will be returned from Eggers, and he'll get just tripped up just past the 40.
Yeah, and that was a good open field tackle from Nolan Waters right there. As Eggers tried to put a little bit of a move on, Waters just quick to grab the shoe. So back to the I formation for these Cyclones on offense.
As this will be a handoff to Noah Schmidt, and he gets maybe to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and you got to wonder what's going on with that leg issue. Is he just doesn't quite look as explosive as he normally has.
Yeah, usually with a kind of an opening like that to the edge, Shane, he would have probably been to the sticks. But he's staying out there, so it's kind of the player said he's all right type of thing. So 2nd and 11 for the Cyclones, ball in the 40. And this will be a quarterback keeper, and we'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Arkfeld looked to get the edge. Atlantic just got there first, and there was nowhere to go.
So 3rd and 11, ball on the 40. So these Cyclones more than likely will have to go to the air here to try to get the first down. As he'll roll out to his far side here, and he'll just have to throw it away as Atlantic got good pressure, nothing open downfield. And Harlan brings out the punting unit again, facing a 4th and 11. And Harlan goes 3 and out. And they're going to get us for intentional grounding, Shane, so makes this punt even worse, as Atlantic more than likely will have a great starting position.
Which I'm not sure about that call, as I think Bendorf was relatively close to the play.
It fell right in front of him, I thought, but
Arkfeld was also out of the tackle box, and the ball went past the line of scrimmage. So I'm not sure what they saw, but apparently intentional grounding.
Seems like it's the same song, different verse for the Cyclones this year on penalty calls. So Nolan Schwer is set to kick at about his 15. And he'll get a nice kick there, and it'll be a nice Harlan bounce to almost the 30. And they're going to walk it back to about 35.
Yeah, they're going to say it went off Spencer Fink's chest off that first little hop, which it looked like it was pretty close, so can't really be mad about that call.
You can.
All right, you're right, you can, but it's a reasonable one at least this time.
So 1st and 10 for the Trojans, as they are down 7-0 here with 5:42 left to go in the first half. Kind of a long feeling out process between these two teams, Shane, in the first half. As Atlantic looks to be in the shotgun. As he'll look to the air, and he's going to get pressured there and sacked, as that was Soma, Hayden Soma on the pressure. He gets the sack, and Atlantic had no time to do anything there.
Yeah, Soma with great pressure there, and Parker trying to get away, but Soma putting the clamps on him.
As a lot of the year, Shane, it's been a different quarterback for Atlantic, so definitely different quarterback coming in here, maybe a little rocky, but he's in trouble again, and he'll be down as he took a good shot on that play, and Atlantic again can't get anything, just going backwards on this drive.
Yeah, I don't like Atlantic's odds in this game if they have to go to the air, because this Cyclone defensive line is just
getting there,
getting after it.
Especially on this drive, Shane, it just kind of seems like they have Atlantic's number. So Atlantic facing a 3rd and 17. And we will have
a timeout for Atlantic.
So 4:09 left to go here in the second quarter. Harlan up 7-0 over Atlantic. They take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. You're watching HLTV Channel 15.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to HLTV Channel 15. 3rd and 17 for the Trojans. And they'll look to the air here. And he's going to go deep down the field. And almost intercepted there by Kesters.
Yeah, Quinn with a good read on that. And I believe that was Erlenmeyer also that was there. Just kind of getting in each other's way a little bit. But still both making a good play on the ball.
If you can't catch it, swat it down.
Yeah. Would have liked to seen Kesters come down with that, but again, it's 4th down now, force a punt.
Yeah, 4th and 17 as the rain is falling, Shane. Yes, this will be a short kick from the Trojans, and that'll be just in Cyclone territory. So good starting position for the Cyclones as our last 2 drives, Shane, ended in punts. We'll see if Harlan can get back to their ways and put 6 up on the board.
Yeah, we saw a drive stall out, and then another one just couldn't really get going. Harlan's got to come away with points or want to come away with points on this drive.
1st and 10, ball on the 47. Arkfeld under center. As this will be a run from Noah Schmidt, almost getting to the first down, about 3 yards short.
Yeah, much better run there from the Cyclone offense, creating a good hole for a good gain.
So 2nd and 3, ball on the 46. Harlan in the I formation, Shane. You have 2 off to the far side there, and this will be a run from Noah Schmidt, and it'll be at the line whether they mark it first down or not.
Looks like both officials have it marked for a first down, so it should be a first down.
And it is enough for a Cyclones first down. So they move the sticks. Harlan getting ready as Bendorf kind of coming off a little limp in there. As man, this injury bug, it really bit kind of in Creston, and it's kind of just trailed on. Unfortunately, that's not what Cyclones wanted this year, and you hate seeing it, but for us to still be in contention says a lot, as this will be a pass out to Schmidt, and he'll get about 5.
Yeah, good swing to Schmitz for a 5-yard gain there. Again, it's hard for him he's just not kind of getting that drive when he catches the ball or takes the handoff right now because of whatever type of injury he's dealing with.
Shane, like we said in pregame, you have two players on crutches. Our coach is on crutches. Van Ball has got a cast over his hand. Harlan wounded, but not out yet. As this will be a fullback dive up the middle. It looked like Atlantic lined up off sides there, but got away with that one.
Yeah, is Bendorf gonna get, I believe, like a couple yards? Leave us with about 3rd and 4 right now.
Just over 2 to go here.
Yeah, and the rain definitely playing a factor as the Cyclone's not going to the air quite as much right now.
And it'd be a lot better, Shane, I think, if it was just an actual downpour, but this pass is completed to Joseph Rise, and he'll get the first down for the Cyclones, as that was a nice pitch and catch from Arkfeld to Rise.
Yeah, again, this Cyclone offense can still throw the ball. They're just doing it a lot less. So
okay, you got some headwind coming in with mist. That's not fun for anybody, and Harlan's looking right at it.
Definitely not ideal. But we can't forget this potent offensive attack through the air.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 29. Arkfeld looking to the air again. He'll get flushed out. He's going way backwards, and he'll just throw it to the ground.
Yeah, throwing it at Spencer Fink's feet. Good decision right there by Arkfeld.
Does that look like the last time we got called for intentional grounding, but didn't happen this time.
Yeah, and that was 60 Cohen Bruce for the Trojans, who kind of just shot straight through around the edge.
I don't think Arkfeld really saw him when he started scrambling, because he after that he kind of ran about 5 yards behind him. So for 2nd and 10, ball on the 29 for the Cyclones. As Arkfeld looks to the air, and he's going to go for Landon Kaufman, and just out of his hands, just out of reach for Landon Kaufman there in the end zone. Shane, that would have been 6.
Yeah, again, Kaufman had him beat. Arkfeld just getting a little too much arm behind that pass. And Noah Schmitz picked up a good block through the middle on the Trojans.
Yeah. That was a good draw up there. They had that would have been 6 there, just like you said, just a little bit too much juice and hit his fingertips. So 3rd and 10, ball on the 29. Arkfeld under center, Cyclones in the I formation. Only 2 wide receivers set out. And he'll roll to the far side as he'll look for Joseph Rise, and that'll be incomplete. As he kind of gave that one a jump ball feel.
Yeah, that was one questionable. Could have been maybe pass interference. Rise trying to come back for the ball, but falls to the ground, unfortunately.
And it sets up a 4th and 10, and Shane Harlan's offense looks like they're staying on the field.
Yeah, the Cyclone offense, not really in danger if they don't get this. As the defense has been shutting down the Trojans' offense. But I think they're going to let the play clock wind down here, call a timeout.
Think about this. Shane, that's exactly what they're going to do. Timeout Harlan. And while they take a timeout, we are taking a timeout. You're watching HLTV Channel 15. Welcome back to HLTV Channel 15. Harlan staying on the field. They're facing a 4th and 10. Just over a minute to go. Up 7-0 over the Atlantic Trojans. And Arkfeld looking to the air as he's going to have Eggers on a nice out route there.
Yeah, good little curl, and I believe they're going to mark him at the 1st down.
And that'll be enough to change the sticks as he just got to the line, Shane.
Yeah, that's a heads-up play by Eggers to get that right back at the sticks. I think he went a little past and then was able to come back to the ball right at the sticks.
So a nice play call there on 4th and 10. Sets Harlan up for a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go here, trying to put points up on the board.
And Atlantic going to take a timeout with about 43 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
So while Atlantic takes a timeout, we'll take a timeout. You're watching HLTV Channel 15. So welcome back to HLTV Channel 15. 1st and 10, ball on the 19. As we are coming back from Atlantic, calling a timeout. Harlan starting on a new fresh fresh set of downs. 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Harlan up 7-0. And we got movement.
As we'll have a false start on the Cyclones.
As we will back it up. So Harlan trying to put some points on the board before we go into half here, Shane. Unfortunately, the offensive line was just a little bit too hyped on that play.
Yeah, right guard and right tackle just getting going a little too early.
Yeah.
Gonna move us back 5.
Still had good form, though. They were ready. So 1st and 15. Harlan in the shotgun now, and kind of a sloppy start there. Shane is. It looked like everybody was expecting the play to be whistled dead and incomplete to Rise there, and Harlan will be faced with a 2nd and 15.
Yeah, it looked like the Atlantic's defense thought they were going to call a false start. Harlan's offensive line just didn't have to block much, and Joseph, unfortunately, tried to start running before he caught the ball.
Yeah, it was one of those plays where you just kind of wish it did get played or called dead so you could redo it. So Arkfeld looking to the air. He'll throw it in the middle there, and he's got Rise in. Gets about 10 yards on that, Shane.
Yeah, and Harlan will call a quick timeout so they can get a play off again.
31 seconds left to go. Harlan calling a timeout, looking to put 3 to 6 points on the board, Shane, whatever they choose to do. Whether are they going to, you get down here, obviously, field goal. We saw Nolan Schwery this year. He's kind of been clutch, and but this offense through the air, Shane, has kind of found some holes in the middle of the field, on the out routes, even a deep ball. And is this a place where you drop that corner route?
I'm telling you, you throw the corner to Eggers because I think 2 out of the 3 last week, Nevada knew it was coming and still couldn't stop it because Arkfeld just puts it right on the money.
Like on the back shoulder where only Eggers can get it. You're right at that right yardage, Shane. 15 yards. But they are facing a 3rd and 6. Harlan looking to the air. And he's going to go to the corner end zone. And it'll be caught for a touchdown. So touchdown, Harlan.
Yeah, he threw a wheel route to Joseph Rice there. And, again, Arkfeld is putting these balls on the money, even in the rain.
And Shane, that's something that we didn't expect to say here in the rain. That's elite ball placement from Will Arkfeld.
Yeah, and again, it's a great route from Joseph as he got a step on the defender and he was gone.
I'm not sure if you paid attention here on the near side here. Eggers kind of ran that same route, and I don't know if that was kind of a distraction, but it took a lot of attention to Atlantic on that side.
Yeah, well, a bit of a high snap, and this is going to get blocked on the extra point.
So Harlan comes over with just 6 as 22 seconds to go here. Shane, your Harlan Cyclones up 13-0 over the visiting Atlantic Trojans.
And again, this is a good Harlan offense with the methodical drives down the field. We'll see if they can get it going a little bit more with some quick strikes in the second half, or they're just going to keep eating off the time. Either way, as long as they're putting points on the board, that's all that matters.
Right. I mean, you see Nolan Schwerer there on the sidelines, kind of jogging and stuff. Maybe get him taped up during halftime. He can come out and use that plantar foot a little bit more. But nonetheless, this Harlan squad looks kind of complete today.
As Harlan goes with a little squib kick there, and Atlantic does get onto it. That was number 84, Brock Goodrich.
As he had about 2 more Trojans jump on top of him. I'm not sure.
It's just a safety measure to make sure they keep the ball.
We didn't have any Cyclones over there, though. But
yeah, I know we both saw that, but better safe than sorry, I guess. You got to expect Atlantic to just come out and take a knee maybe, but they might try and go for
They are
points.
lined up in the
They're in the I.
In the I formation, 1st and 10. And this will be a fullback dive, and he's going nowhere.
Yeah, that was McLaren, I believe, and I believe that will do it for this half, as Atlantic's not going to get another playoff.
As they will. That'll end the first half here live at Merrill Field as your Cyclones lead it 13-0 over the Atlantic Trojans. Kind of a struggling first quarter offensively or first half, I guess, with this weather, but Harlan's getting the best of it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we expected coming into this game. Not really the offense struggling, but Harlan getting the best of Atlantic, and we'll definitely continue to see more of that in the second half.
So your score at halftime here at Merrill Field, Harlan 13, Atlantic nothing. You're watching HLTV Channel 15.
Local Cyclone coverage on HLTV Channel 15 is brought to you by Keast Auto Center in Harlan, Iowa. Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
United Bank of Iowa. The difference is here. Member FDIC.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
We're your station for Western Iowa sports. Cool Gold 105.3 FM, KNOD in Harlan, Iowa.
Family, service, community. SCSB.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
Welcome back to HLTV Channel 15. Almost the start of the second half here. Harlan will get the ball. Harlan leads it 13-0. Shane, and the halftime stats, they're not for the weakened stomach if you're an Atlantic fan. But for Harlan, we have 61 yards on the ground compared to Atlantic's 25 on 12 carries. Passing, we are 7 of 12 for 77 yards. Atlantic, nothing. Total yards brings it to 138 for Harlan, 25 for Atlantic. Harlan has 8 first downs to Atlantic's 2, and then Harlan has 3 penalties for 20 yards, Atlantic 1 for 5, and no turnovers on either side. So Shane, the tale of that is, if I'm Harlan, I'm keeping kind of what I'm doing in the first half, just kind of putting it more on the scoreboard. And for Atlantic, you got to start completing some passes.
Yeah, 0 for 5 for 0 yards. Not good halftime stats.
If you're relying on your run game to get the better of this Cyclone run defense, you're going to fail, because this Harlan defense, Shane, is strong, and they're on it tonight for sure. Obviously only allowing 25 total yards in their first half for Atlantic. So you have stats like that, Shane, you're going to be up on the scoreboard, and Harlan is, as we will have a little squib kick here, and it'll be returned. It'll be passed to the 35, almost to the 40.
I believe that's Quinn Kester's maybe on the return. It looked like 15, and the late flag on the play. Be interesting to see who that's on.
As we have a Harlan player slow and down to get up, and I do believe that is number 34, Aiden Redmond Stevenson.
Yeah, and if you're not aware, that is another running back for the Harlan Cyclones. So that leaves us even thinner at the running back position,
right, it looked
unfortunately.
like maybe some little extra plays being played there after the whistle, but he is not walking off on his own power.
He is a little bit, but still kind of gingerly.
As I guess we did not see what the penalty was. The fact that they moved it back, Shane, it was obviously on the Cyclones. So 1st and 10, ball on the 29 for the Cyclone offense, as they still have yet to get the Harlan player off the field.
So here come the Cyclones on this opening drive of the second half. Schmidt's dotting the I. And we're going to get 5 yards back as Atlantic's getting a little too antsy out there.
As this,
it's
going to go against Harlan.
False start. Okay.
All right. So.
So that happened.
As I saw strictly just Atlantic jumping, Shane, but they're going to move Harlan back 15 and
5. They're not moving
5,
back
sorry.
15.
It's 1st and 15. Here, Shane, before play even really started, Harlan now attacks on 2 more penalties as they are up to 5 now in the game, and Arkfeld takes it as this will be to Bendorf.
That would be Sorfenden, actually.
Sorfenden, yes.
On the screen.
As we kind of seen Noah Schmidt a little bit.
He's still gimpy. I still just don't think we're going to see that explosion out of him. And since Redmond Stevenson's hurt, I'm not sure what we have for running backs behind him other than Sorfenden.
I mean, you could go Spencer Fink. We've seen him kind of in that position before. But like you said, it's going to be a heavy dose of Noah Schmidt.
Yeah, Schmitz will take the carry there. It looks like he maybe got one, and he's still up and limping.
As it is, we're up in a booth, Shane, finally for the first time on a cold, rainy night, and it looks cold and rainy out there.
Yeah, we've had one other cold game in Nevada, and
we did not have a booth.
That got chilly quick.
So 3rd and 6, ball in the 33 for Harlan, and Arkfeld will look to the air, and he's got his man broken up as Rise wanted a pass interference call, but they're not going to call it.
Yeah, I can't say I disagree, as that defender had that arm wrapped around his back shoulder.
And we'll see the punting unit as, again, even on home turf, Harlan cannot buy a penalty, Shane.
Harlan's about the only home team I've ever seen that doesn't get the old home field advantage calls.
So 4th and 6, Harlan set to punt it away to Atlantic. As this will be a nice punt.
Yeah, Schwery with a great punt there, and he'll get a good bounce as well.
Here. It'll be inside the 25, about the 23.
So the Trojans will come out with the ball at the 23, and this Cyclone defense will look to pick up where they left off.
Yeah, a huge first half for this defense, Shane, and for Atlantic, you got to get something going in the air. You cannot keep testing this defensive front, and it looks like they're in the I formation, and they're going to continue to try to do that.
As it looks like Hedrington's going to pick up about 5.
So 2nd and 5, ball on the 29. There's Atlantic in the I formation. And this will be a fullback dive almost to the sticks.
Yeah, so this is about exactly what happened in the first drive of the game for the Trojans. A little run for 4 and then a fullback dive for, they're going to give him the first down. So he does move the sticks.
As it kind of confused the stick operator on the near side here, Shane. They were set for a 3rd down, but 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
And they'll go with a little counter play. Hedrington finds a hole, and he gets about another 5. Maybe 4.
So 2nd and 5 for Atlantic. Just under 9 to go. as both teams just kind of seeing which running team is more superior. I feel like both teams really on the ground, and this will be stacked up there right at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, I thought maybe Harlan jumped on that play, but it looks like they got back in time and were able to stop that on a 1-yard gain.
Yes, I'm with you, Shane. It looked like two Cyclones were pretty anxious there, but Atlantic just slow on the snap count. Allowed Harlan to get back in position. So 3rd and 4 for the Trojans. As this will sail over the head there, and Shane, I'm not really sure on that play what happened, but the whole offensive line fell down.
It looked like they were going for cut blocks is what it was, and Harlan just kind of jumped right over them.
A defensive front, Shane, that's been getting home all game. I don't think you want to give them a free pass there.
Yeah, it's one they're trying to cut block, maybe get them on the ground a little faster, but if you read it as a defender, you're clean through.
And this will be kind of a line drive punt, and it'll get to about the 30.
So they will down it at the 30, and that's where your Cyclones will take over.
So the first drive, Shane, was stalled out, kind of key penalties there. Stalled out that drive. As we'll see, Redmond Stevenson getting golf carted. So he'll go back for more to be examined a little bit closer as Harlan takes over on the 30, 1st and 10.
And they'll come out in the pistol.
They look to the air.
And he's going deep to Rice.
And it's complete and just down inside the 30. But what a pass play there from Arkfeld to Rise. And Joseph Rise had his man beat from the get-go.
Yeah, again, the ball placement from Arkfeld is just unreal as the season's gotten on longer. He is dialed in.
Yeah, it just kind of seemed like you almost knew he was going to go to Rice, but Rice had about 3 steps on his defender, was able to beat him there. So 1st and 10, as this will be Noah Schmidt there, and he'll get maybe to the line.
Yeah, this Atlantic defensive front is putting up a good fight right now and clogging up the lanes for Schmitz to get through.
So 2nd and 11 for the Cyclones. As you're right, it kind of, we're used to seeing Noah Schmidt kind of have his way up the middle, maybe off to the edge there. But Atlantic's kind of answering the call as of right now, anyways. As this will be a fake to Schmidt, and he's got
Eggers wide open
and just sailed it over him as Eggers kind of lost it there, but nonetheless that was sailed over Eggers in the end zone.
Yeah, Eggers with a great route over the middle. I don't know if maybe Atlantic was expecting the corner route there, but they left the middle wide open, and Eggers we know has that speed to break free.
So 3rd and 11, ball on the 29. That's Arkfeld in the shotgun. And Atlantic kind of getting through the offensive line. And that'll be some free yards for Harlan.
Yeah, Atlantic with the clean rush there. Unfortunately, the ball had not been snapped.
Yeah.
So that is illegal, and that will be 5 yards for the Cyclone offense for free.
Yeah. I mean, he had good form there if that would have counted, Shane. But, I mean, yeah, like you said, untouched to the quarterback if that wasn't a penalty. So 3rd and 6, ball on the 24. Harlan in the shotgun. And this will be a draw to the far side there, and he'll get to the line, and that's about it. And he's coming up hurt again. As I guess not him, it was number 50, Stephen Fall, kind of coming up holding his arm. But he stays in the game. 4th and 6 for the Cyclones. Up 13-0. This offense staying on the field. So a big 4th down here for Harlan. As Arkfeld looking towards the... He's just going to run for the first down there, and he'll be out of bounds. So a good check down from Arkfeld will result in a first down for the Cyclones, as he had nobody open there. As Atlantic's secondary, Shane, is really... I know they've given up 14 points, but has really kind of shut down the deep game for Harlan.
Yes and no. I mean, Harlan's just missed a couple deep ones. It looked like their Eggers was breaking out on the Atlantic sideline. Just the rush came from that way, and Arkfeld had to pull it down.
So 1st and 10, ball in the 13. Arkfeld under center, and this will be Bendorf right up the middle.
Yeah, as we are seeing a heavy dose of that fullback dive. Kind of started a couple weeks ago, and it's just continued because it's been successful.
Right. Not really built like a fullback, Shane. So he's kind of got a little bit more speed and it's pretty shifty. So with this big offensive line opening the holes, giving him some space, it's kind of easy to get the 5 yards per carry. So 2nd and 5 for the Cyclones. Ball on the 8. They can get a first down here, as this will be into the end zone for a touchdown.
As that was Eggers on the little out route or curl, one of the two. Whatever it was, it worked, and it was an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Arkfeld roll out here to the near side and just threw a dart in the corner of the end zone. Eggers right there, and Harlan puts more points up on the board, 19-0, just under 5 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, again, this Harlan passing attack has been very effective, and I love seeing that they're pressing that.
As the kick is up and good from Nolan Schwery. So 20-0, your Harlan Community Cyclones over the Atlantic Trojans. It's under 5 to go here. Harlan's offense on that one, big pass plays for big yards, led them down the field. So here we go, Shane, as Elmer will have the wind at his back. Still misting out here in Harlan. Cyclones up 20-0. We've seen a lot of pooch kicks, a lot of squib kicks, and this one will be a decent kick there. Returned about almost to 20. And he'll get to...
He's got some room, and...
Good cut back there from Atlantic.
Yeah, it was a good thing Harlan reacted to that cut because he had a lane.
Yeah, well, Matthew Sorfinen was out there on that, so... So 1st and 10 for the Trojans, as they'll take over almost about the 34.
As they will come out, and it looks like they're in a bit of a pistol formation.
As this will be a run play, he gets maybe 1 to 2.
As he is stacked up right at about the line. I think you had it right with the 2. As Van Balla all clubbed up out there, still making the stop.
Yes, broke his wrist last week in Nevada, Shane. We were maybe expecting him to sit out, but when we saw him out there for warm-up, Shane, we saw the big club.
Yeah, he's a tough kid, and again, he's in on this tackle as well.
Like the kids say these days, Shane, got the dog in him. So 3rd and 6 for the Trojans, as their run play, Shane, is just on this drive has been not in their favor, as Harlan really stiffened up this the start of this half, I guess, not really allowing Atlantic to do anything.
Yeah, and
Harlan
getting a little confused on the lineup as cornerbacks trying to find who they're on.
And they're going to get pressure to him, and he's going to get sacked.
Yeah, good thing that he had that pressure because they had a man open down the middle of the field. Unfortunately, Parker just couldn't get his shoulders square to make that throw.
I mean, he set to plant that Shannon. Hayden Soma, I do believe, was the man. And that, correct me if I'm wrong, Shannon, I do believe that's number 2 on the night for Soma. He's been getting in that backfield quite a bit today, and he's putting a hurting on the quarterback.
Yeah, this pass rush is doing very well tonight. So we'll see a low line drive punt to Kaufman.
And he's going to get almost tripped up there, but he's going to get past the 50, cut back almost to the 40.
Yeah, almost got caught up by the turf monster, but kept his footing and got a good return out of it.
He's up limping, Shane, and I'm not sure if his shoe came off, but he's favored the calf there.
He looks to be all right on the sideline.
So 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. Ball in the 42. Harlan in the I formation. Schmidt in the backfield. As this will be Bendorf. He's almost got the first down. Not really sure if you can consider these fullback dives or almost just running back dives.
That was a little like fullback counter right there. And Bendorf used it to his advantage, had a hole, and gained, again, his 5 yards of carry.
It's just absolutely amazing how much push this offensive line can get tonight. Setting Harlan up pretty good. By the time this ball is snapped, though, under 2 to go, Harlan up 20-0. And they'll look to the air. They seem to look to the far side, and he's just going to overthrow his.
And there's the flag. There's quite a bit of pushing over there.
As Atlantic pushed him out of bounds at about the 20. And as we got looks like Landon Kaufman is still kind of limping. Oh, that was Spencer Fink. He kind of came up limping.
Yeah, Kaufman's jogging off the field right now. It looked like there might have been some confusion on the route there because Fink looked to be looking for kind of an inside throw, and Arkfeld just went deep. Yeah. And trying to adjust to it, Fink just couldn't quite get there because he was being interfered with.
So that'll set up Harlan with a fresh set of downs and great field position on the 22, 1st and 10. And Harlan will be in the I formation, Shane. A lot of limping going on out there if you're a Cyclone, and Harlan's going to give some yards back here.
Yeah, so it looks like Joseph Rice is going to get caught on the false start.
So 1st and 10 or 1st and 15, ball in the 27 for the Cyclones. Harlan in the shotgun. As Arkfeld will look to send it downfield, and he's going to be hit as he threw. And lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, again, just overshooting the receiver. Unfortunately, we've seen that a couple times tonight.
And we have a Atlantic player down on the field. So we will take a injury timeout. You're watching HLTV channel 15. Welcome back to HLTV channel 15 as the injured Trojan off on his own power there as he was down for quite a while, Shane. So good to see him kind of get up and walk off on his own. So 2nd and 15 for the Cyclones. Ball on the 25.
Yeah, that was Reed Flysek going out on the injury, who is a major part to that inside of the defensive line.
He's got some size on him too. So as we have a pump fake, and Arkfeld's going to go to the end zone, and it'll be intercepted as he just underthrew Joseph Rise, and it'll be picked off.
Yeah, that was Kinnick Jewell on the read. He had Rise there. Just the one ball he's put short.
Kind of got tired of oversailing him in the end zone, decides to throw it short. This time ends in an interception, and Harlan turns it over as Atlantic takes over on their 9, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans, as this will be a fullback dive as well, and he'll get the best of Harlan as he ran over number 57, John Scheckinger for the Cyclones, as he was in on the tackle, but unfortunately got carried about 4 yards.
Yeah, so that will leave it with 2nd and 6.
Just over a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter, as Harlan leads 20-0. And this will be a run to the near side, and Harlan sniffs that out.
Yeah, Hedrington just can't quite get anything going right now.
Has not stopped them from trying, Shane. 3rd and 5. Ball on the 19.
14.
Yep.
The first down is at the 19.
I had one of those right. It was a 50-50 shot, Shane. So 3rd and 5. Just under 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd. As he'll look to throw to the far side. And he's got his man past the 1st down and a little more. So Atlantic's first pass completion comes with 8 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. As I don't think they will get a playoff here for the 3rd quarter. So that'll be it for the 3rd quarter. Harlan leads it 20-0. They will switch sides. We'll take a quick break. You're watching HLTV Channel 15.
Local Cyclone coverage on HLTV Channel 15 is brought to you by Keast Auto Center in Harlan, Iowa.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
Family, Service, Community, SCSB.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
We're your station for Western Iowa sports. Cool Gold 105.3 FM, KNOD in Harlan, Iowa.
Welcome back to HLTV Channel 15. Start of the 4th quarter as Atlantic takes it out of the shotgun. He'll throw to the far side, and it'll be complete for about 6 yards.
Yeah, Harlan playing soft coverage right now, just trying not to get beat deep.
So beginning of this quarter, Shane, 20-0. Harlan over Atlantic, and Atlantic now goes into this half with no passing yards, no passing completions. It string together 2 in a row here, and kind of on the move here on this drive that started on the 9. So Atlantic set to throw again, and this will be complete past the sticks as Harlan kind of got the jump on that, Shane, but just got there a little too late.
Yeah, they got the read, just made the read a little late, and split second late to the ball, so the pass is completed for a 1st down.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 41, as Atlantic's just kind of been getting just enough past the sticks and keeping this drive alive.
Yeah, and this is something that Harlan's going to have to tighten up on going forward.
So Atlantic in the shotgun, and we will have a timeout for Atlantic. So they'll take a timeout, and we'll take a timeout. You're watching HLTV Channel 15.
Local Cyclone coverage on HLTV Channel 15 is brought to you by Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment, including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
United Bank of Iowa. The difference is here. Member FDIC.
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Welcome back to HLTV Channel 15. Atlantic coming out of their timeout. 1st and 10, ball in the 41 for them as they are in the shotgun. As he looked to throw, he's got a man downfield and incomplete. And what a play by Landon Kaufman.
Yeah, Landon Kaufman getting a hand on the ball and right off the Atlantic receiver's helmet. Good deep coverage and a good effort by him to break that up, as Parker was under pressure when he threw that.
And just enough, like we said, couldn't come up with the interception. It's just better to bat the ball away than not try at all.
Agreed, especially since he was successful in that batting of the ball away.
Usually tips up in the air like that, Shane, that could have went either way, but resulted in an incomplete, and they have a 2nd and 10. And we'll have Laundry on the field.
I believe it's a delay of game.
As Atlantic will back up.
So that will bring it to 2nd and 15.
As Atlantic will just keep it on the ground this time, and they get maybe one or maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
I think they're going to mark him back at the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 15.
Very odd play call, as they've been letting it fly, and then they're behind the sticks and they choose to run the ball.
And they've actually had a little bit of success passing against Harlan's defense. Like you said, a little awkward to see them kind of run there. Now you're setting up for a long 3rd and 15. Atlantic taking quite a bit of time to get the play called in.
It looked like there was some kind of an official's timeout, as Harlan had an equipment issue.
So 3rd and 15, ball on the 36. Atlantic in the shotgun. They'll set to the air. He's got a man downfield and just incomplete, as he had a man wide open and just threw it behind him.
Yeah, as Kester's getting caught looking towards the wrong side of the field, and Atlantic not catching a break there and just pass off a little bit.
As he had a kind of twist behind him if he wanted to come up with that one, and it falls incomplete, and Atlantic 4th and 15 now as they send out the punt unit.
And Soma almost threw to block the punt, but he's going to get it off to Eggers.
And Eggers has got some room there. He's going to cut back inside and still on his feet, as he's now here to the near side, and he's almost to the 40. He's past the 40. He's got one man to beat, and he's out there. And he's going to take this all the way, Shane, for a punt return touchdown, Harlan.
Eggers with the shifty moves back there had to put the hard brakes on to stop and cut back, but once he did, he had a lane and blockers.
It's like he decided to sprint from one sideline to the other and decided, okay, now it's time to go north-south. And when he did, he got some key blocks down the field, and he puts it in for 6. So a big punt return for Harlan. And Harlan's up 26-0 here in the fourth quarter, 9:11 to go. Harlan, what a big play, and they needed that.
Yeah, again, this offense kind of just catching some unfortunate breaks, and it's a big momentum shift to get this touchdown on a punt return. And Schwery's going to knock that one through to push the score to 27-0 for your Harlan Cyclones.
And Harlan looking to maybe get their first shutout of the season against a very highly rated Atlantic team coming into this season, Shane. And unfortunately for them, their season hasn't quite turned out like they wanted coming into this game, 3-4. But I don't think a lot of people expected this district to be as tough as it is. We have, besides Harlan, we have 2 more schools in this district, Shane, that are top 10 ranking.
Yeah, Creston and Nevada turning out to be really tough schools this year. Currently playing each other tonight, and I know at the half it was 14-0. Creston was winning.
And Harlan took Creston to the brink, had an injury misfortune in Nevada, but nonetheless Harlan handling business here tonight against Atlantic, and this kick will be returned about the 20, and let's see if he can answer the call, and he's going to get swallowed up a little bit past the 30.
Yeah, he's going to take this one out to the 34, it looks like. As this Cyclone defense looking to come out and continue this shutout.
And it's kind of been all behind Sorf and Hayden Soma as the defensive line, Shane. It's just been overpowering tonight. As we will see a run from Atlantic, and he's going to get some room, and we spoke too soon about the shutout as he's going right up the middle for a touchdown. So Atlantic on the board here in the fourth quarter, and what a run that was from Atlantic right up the middle.
Yeah, Hedrington finding a lane, and I don't know if he got touched on that one. Definitely caught me by surprise. Was not expecting him to rip off a 66-yard touchdown run.
No, I think it caught everybody off guard. Once you get past the offensive or the D line here, usually the linebackers are right there, but he found something because he was gone once he got past the linebackers. So Atlantic's PAT is no good.
I thought maybe he was going to squeak that one just over the bar, but he does not, and that will leave it at 27-6.
So Harlan's shot at a shutout, Shane, ruined, but Harlan's still up 27-6, and give it back to this offense that looked very good all game, minus the interception.
Yeah, again, especially through the air. Arkfeld's had a really good night through the air. Again, minus that one ball that got picked off, the one he threw short. So Harlan obviously going to have to come out prepared for the onside kick.
As you figure under 9 to go here, Shane, up 27-6. You wouldn't think Atlantic would do that, but in this game, usually Atlantic and Harlan are pretty chippy back and forth. So I guess there it is. And this will be fielded by Harlan. So
whistles on the play. So it's going to be offsides on Atlantic on the kickoff.
And
so that will move them 5 yards back.
And now you'll have to kind of put it in the air, Shane, on this kick. You don't want to give Harlan really good field position here.
I'm pretty sure he's going to go with the onside kick again.
Think so.
Absolutely. I mean, they're trying to win the game here. They got to get the ball back.
As all of Harlan but Brendan Nagers is up to kind of receive this, and as Atlantic will send it deep to about the 15.
They're going to let Eggers return this again. He's not going to have the success that he did on the punt, but he'll get it out to the 25.
So 1st and 10 for the Cyclone offense. Ball on the 27. And 8:42 left to go here in the game, Shane. We've seen this Harlan offense really set up drives that last over 8 minutes. So Harlan very well could ice this game if they choose to.
Yeah, all they got to do really is get this game going again a little bit.
And this will be a handoff to Noah Schmidt, and he's going to get back to the line, maybe one. As it's just been a rare Noah Schmidt cannot get any room type of run, and it's we're not used to seeing that.
Yeah, again, this interior defensive line for the Trojans is eating up the blocks pretty well.
So 2nd and 9, but that does keep the clock moving now. We're going to be under 8 to go when this ball is snapped. 2nd and 9, ball on the 28 for the Cyclones. Harlan in the I formation. And this will be Noah Schmidt again, and he's going to get some room there up the middle to the first down.
He definitely got 9 there. Good little cut back against the grain there into the hole. And
those are the typical Noah Schmidt runs we're used to seeing. And that's enough to move the sticks for the Cyclones.
As Arkfeld going to bring the play in and let the clock wind down a little bit.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 37. Shane, I'm pretty sure after this play, it'll be under 7 to go. Harlan leading 27-6. They are in the I formation. And this will be Bendorf up the middle, about the 4 yards again.
I was going to say, I think he only got 4 this time, not his typical 5.
But again, we're still seeing those Cyclone running backs falling forward, and that is probably the best quality of this run game. So 2nd and 6, ball on the 41 as Arkfeld will run in the play, and as the officials will start the play clock now. So
Schmidt's still back in the I formation. Rice and it looks like Eggers split out on the far side.
As this will be Noah Schmidt on the run, and I don't think he gets anything. So 3rd and 6 for the Cyclones, ball on the 41, and we've seen a heavy dose of Noah Schmidt on this play, on this drive. Shane, is Harlan going to put something in the air, maybe get the first down, keep this clock running?
I'd like to see it, but at the same time, I think they'll just keep it on the ground and keep the clock moving.
As they are in the I formation, and we're going to have a rollout here to the near side. He's got Eggers, and he's going to get him for the completion, and he'll be out of bounds just past the 45, or Atlantic's 45. So first down, Harlan, as they'll spot the ball at the
It'll be at 42. Atlantic's 42, yeah.
So 1st and 10 is, unfortunately, though, the out of bounds stops the clock, Shane, but you get a fresh set of downs.
And you're in Atlantic territory now.
And that was a nice little lob pass there, and Shane just Eggers was able to get both feet in as a redemption for Nevada's game.
Yeah, again, that corner route, it just seems to be the route to run as we see Bendorf get his 4 to 5 yards of carry again.
Absolutely. That's one thing, if it's not broke, don't fix it with him. as still Noah Schmidt just still hobbling all game, has not gotten out.
Yeah, just can't quite seem to shake whatever it is off. You see him between plays just running in circles back there trying to stay loose.
All cold night, cold, rainy, windy night. I think or little stingers, Shane, they last a little bit longer than they're supposed to. But nonetheless, 2nd and 6 for the Cyclones. And this will be Bendorf again. And he doesn't get his normal 4 this time, Shane. He gets 2.
Yeah, but keeps the clock moving. We're approaching the 4-minute mark. Atlantic will take a timeout, though.
So 3rd and 4 when we come back from this timeout. You're watching HLTV Channel 15.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to HLTV Channel 15. Harlan coming out of the timeout. 3rd and 4, ball in the 36. In the I formation, Arkfeld under center. And this will be Noah Schmidt. And he gets, I do believe that's a loss on the play.
Yeah, as Atlanta's just playing run defense the whole way.
As I'm not sure, didn't know we were playing Atlanta, but Atlantic stopped that play for a loss of 2. So 4th and 5, ball on the 37. Kind of looks like Harlan's going to keep their offense out on the field, Shane.
Which means we will probably see this one go into the air, as keeping it on the ground right now isn't going to do much.
Nope. We're seeing kind of around this type of yardage. Harlan really likes going to the end zone here. Arkfeld, he's got quite the arm. He can get it there. So maybe Harlan put one more big play up before the end of this one.
Yeah, I know they typically do. Right now I'm thinking we'll probably throw a curl to Eggers or a little post over the middle to Rice.
So 4th and 5. And he's going to roll out to the far side there. And he's got some room almost to the sticks.
We'll see where they spot it. It's probably going to be short because we don't get the spots usually. And it is about a yard short.
You are right, Shane. So, again, if you run into the stick pylon, Shane, apparently that just doesn't mean you get a first down. Cyclone's been bit by that quite a bit this year. And
yeah, that one was a little closer. It's hard for us to tell from this sideline where he's going out on the far sideline.
But nonetheless, turnover on downs from Harlan. Atlantic sets up on the 33. As we're seeing some of Harlan's starters getting some rest here. Down almost below 4 minutes to go. And Atlantic's looking to the air over there and almost.
He does complete it.
About a 12-yard completion there. As I thought the hit was going to jar it loose, Atlantic's going to come down with it. So 1st and 10 for Atlantic as they're trying to go hurry up.
Yeah, and they have to because they've got to make up some points in a hurry if they want a shot right now.
And almost intercepted, and what a hit by Kesters. And number 84 is down. And unfortunately, Shane, he kind of got hit by the knees. You do not like seeing that.
Yeah, and that was Elmer Argueta, actually, who almost had a hand on that ball. But then Quinn Kester's coming up on cleanup duty and making the hit.
So Atlantic will take an injury timeout and we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching HLTV Channel 15. Good news coming out of the injury timeout, Shane. He was able to kind of get up and jog off the field, as it looked a little gruesome, but thank God he was able to get up and run away from that. So Atlantic 2nd and 4 as they'll look to the air again, and it's going to be intercepted. And what a read there by Kaufman, and he's going to be down inside the 30. And a face mask there.
Well, I'm not sure about if it was a face mask, but it was definitely hit like 5 yards out of bounds.
Something should have been thrown there, but
yeah, not sure why we're not throwing a flag there, but that is a huge play and a good read from Kaufman.
And man, he jumped on that play, Shane. It looked like he read that from the get-go. He had basically ran the route for the receiver. And what a big interception that was. Sets Harlan up on Atlantic's 29.
Yeah, and this puts Harlan in prime position to just run the clock out.
Run the clock out, maybe even put 6 more on the board and just kind of gap it and send Atlantic on their way. And this will be Bendorf up the middle for back to his
about 4 yards. I think they might have even marked him at 3. Unreal. Just shorten him a yard.
Anything to keep the average down. He must not be on their fantasy team. So 2nd and 7 for Harlan as Arkfeld runs back on the play. And Harlan will take their time getting play in. Kind of, like you said, running this clock out. We are just under 3 to go left in this game. Harlan 27, Atlantic 6, and Arkfeld under center as Harlan in the I formation. It's going to be Bendorf again. He's going to fall for about 3 again.
Sounds like that was about a 2-yard gain, Brian.
That was right. It was 3. 3rd and 4.
Sounds like it was about a 2-yard.
So 3rd and 5 now. They just changed it on the Titantron. Must be listening to Shane.
Got some pull up here.
So by the time this is snapped, under 2 to go here. Harlan looking to go 5 and 3 on the year. And this is a big win when Harlan's playoff futures in the hands of the association instead of on their own.
Yeah, and Arkfeld going to keep it on the option, get a couple yards, and keep the clock moving. I would imagine they'll keep the offense out there and go for it rather than try a long field goal here.
Yeah, you have the wind, a crosswind here, raining. Just like you said, would rather see the offense maybe that curl route or that out route corner that we saw all last week, and kind of at the beginning of this game, Shane. It's just been working. Why not keep it going?
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing they're just going to run the ball, maybe.
As this will be Noah Schmidt, and he's got nothing going. Harlan will turn it over on downs.
Yeah, as Atlantic again playing run all the way right there.
So 1st and 10 for Atlantic. Getting the ball, 54 seconds to go. Ball on their 22. Shane, Atlantic will fall to 3 and 5. As I do believe their last game is in Creston. So kind of a tall task for them. Harlan traveling to Knoxville next week to end out their regular season. As Atlantic set to throw, and he's got a man at just past the 40. So that's a first down for Atlantic.
Yeah, again, Atlantic finding some success in the late stages of this game. The 66-yard run and finally completing some passes for some yards.
Yeah, that was a good kind of comeback to the ball there. Good, well-thrown ball. And we have a ball on the ground, and it should be a holding right here. And it's not going to be called there, but and incomplete. Now we'll get a pass interference on Harlan. But
Landon definitely mugged that receiver as the ball was coming near him.
Unfortunately, 57 from Harlan. Almost could have had the sack if he wasn't mauled to the ground there. But
yeah, again, I mean, it's kind of been an all-year thing. The refs seem to never see the Harlan defensive line getting held going through.
He was right there. But nonetheless, this will be on Harlan. Atlantic gets a fresh set of downs. 28 seconds to go. They're just trying to make this score a little bit closer. So 1st and 10, ball on the 43. And we have more laundry on the field.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start on the Trojans.
I thought I saw the wide receiver kind of going early. So 1st and 15, ball on the 48 for Atlantic as they'll set to throw. And he's going to be ran out of the pocket, and it'll be complete there. And Van Balla lays the hit on him just shy of the first down.
Yeah, as McDowell with the blitz off the edge almost gets the sack, just kind of overruns it a little bit.
So 2nd and 2 for Atlantic, 17 seconds to go as Harlan looking to kind of keep them off the board, finish it with a 27-6 win. As he looks to the air again, and he's pressured and incomplete. As he was.
Yeah, Quinn Kester's coming on the hit. Slow to get up, but he does get up on his own power, and the pass is incomplete.
And that was a big hit on the receiver as well. And he was slow to get up. That was Tristan Hayes.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking about the Atlantic kid, not Quinn. Quinn got up pretty quick, but the Atlantic receiver is who I meant was getting up a little slow.
I mean, even the quarterback kind of got up a little slow. So Harlan kind of flexed their muscle on that play. So 3rd and 2, as he's looking for anybody, and it's going to be finds Quinn Kesters. Unfortunately, he plays for Harlan, and that'll be intercepted.
And he's just going to take the knee and give up because clock is out.
And Harlan will win the game and kind of ice it on an interception. So nonetheless, Harlan 27, Atlantic 6, and that'll do it. Harlan 5-3 now as we travel to Knoxville next Friday, and Atlantic falls to 3-5. So Harlan bounces back after their loss in Nevada with a big win here tonight. Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. I'm Brian Martin. Along with me is Shane Conrad and Jonathan North on the camera. You're watching HLTV Channel 15.